With the increase in oil demand and with the increase in oil revenues, Saudi Arabia has been able to accumulate reserves that have been pumped back into the economy of the country in the form of infrastructure development projects and development projects across the board. We continue to be a developing country. We continue to have a tremendous need for infrastructure, for roads, for airports, for colleges, schools, hospitals, universities, etc., and for all kinds of services. So a lot of investment is being pumped into the economy at this point of time. I will not flood you with numbers. We've gone through some of them in a presentation that I gave yesterday, but I will just quote very few of these numbers. The size of projects that are currently in the pipeline in Saudi Arabia alone is estimated to be around $500 billion US. That is the size of projects that have already been announced. They include expansion of capacity and exploration in oil and gas. They include virtually doubling of the size of the petrochemical industry, even though this industry, at this point of time, Saudi Arabia produces 7% of the world's output of petrochemicals, and the plan is to double that. That includes a major mining industrial city that is being built in the northeast of Saudi Arabia, and that will include plants for fertilizers, for bauxite, for alumina, and for phosphates. That includes projects for 7 so-called economic cities that are being built in various parts of the kingdom, which would create jobs and would absorb immigration from the countryside. Instead of going to the major cities, would then go to some of these economic cities that are there. We have doubled the number of universities that exist in Saudi Arabia over the past few years. More is yet to come. In the past few weeks, a new university that is specialized for science and technology has been opened in Saudi Arabia. It is concentrated specialized in graduate studies in science and technology, and it is going to provide a landmark shift, not only scientifically but also socially, because it is the first co-ed university in Saudi Arabia. It accepts and houses students, male and female, and is taught by teachers, male and female, in the same compound. That is a mark of a new development, as I said, socially as well as scientifically. In terms of electricity generation projects, the plan for Saudi Arabia over the next 5 years is to double the capacity from 30 gigawatts to 60 gigawatts. That's almost the size of a country like Korea, which has almost twice the population and, of course, an industrialized country. We also can refer to many other projects in water and water desalination and in minerals, oil and gas, energy, all of these sectors, and of course services to the population. It's a young population that requires more services in healthcare, in education, in housing, and so on and so forth. So what we're presenting to you here is a slightly different pattern from the pattern that the ambassador has just given you, which is an economy that is built on the consumption power of a large population. Here we're talking about an economy that is being built on the basis of large investments in infrastructure and developmental projects of a size that is probably unprecedented anywhere else in the world. Saudi Arabia is open for business, is welcoming to international business activities, both in terms of investment as well as partnership, technology supply. Saudi Arabia was ranked this year as number 13 in the international ranking of ease of doing business. This is a tremendous move from the rank of 65 just 5 years ago. We moved from 65 to 40 to 30 to 15 and now to 13. Our goal is 10 by 10, is to be within the top 10 not of GDP per income, but of ease of doing business by the year 2010. But it just gives you an indication of the tremendous leaps forward that our country has been able to make in terms of deregulation, in terms of facilitation of doing business, starting up, and providing incentives and facilities to investors, international as well as local at the same time. So, as I said, Saudi Arabia is open for business, is ready to accept entrepreneurs, ideas, research and development concepts, joint venture projects, or simple supply of trading activities in a variety of fields that would be needed and that would be very much in demand. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. I think that what you have hinted at, that's as we all know, a tremendous potential now with all these important investment projects taking place in Saudi Arabia. And there should be a potential for business from Sweden, both from an investment point of view and a business company point of view, having in mind many of the technologies, products, applications existing here.